Pool life, it's the only life we know. Pool life, when you pat it in the hole. Pool life, it's the cowboy show. Pool life, when you get that lucky roll.
Position. When you're about to play your next shot, what do you look for? In today's episode, I'm going to show you what I do and what I look for on the table when I'm playing a positional shot. Now we're faced with this table layout, we've played a shot, we're on the 3 ball. We've got a little bit of an angle on the 3, I'll show you that in a minute. The 4 ball goes in this pocket, but we don't quite have enough angle to get on the 4. We could spin it round the 2 rails and come here, but if we land a bit short with Dyson with this corner, we can't get round. So we're asking a little bit too much. Goes in the side. It's imperative to get on the 5 ball next that we've got the correct angle. So what I like to do is look at the potting angle into the side and then draw a line straight through. That tells me if I get the cue ball anywhere on this side, I'm always going to have the right angle to pop the 4 in the side and get up table. But I've spotted something. Let me show you. And this is what I've spotted, that little chalk mark. Now what's so important about this chalk mark? Well, let me just zoom back out. That chalk mark is exactly a straight line in potting the 4 into the side pocket. So now I know, as long as I land on the left side of that chalk mark from here, I'm always going to have a good angle to get up for the 5. So when I walk back round to play the shot, I can look at the chalk mark and that's a little guide. Try and look for the marks on the table. And before I play the shot, this is the angle I have on the red 3 to get onto that 4. And you can just see the chalk mark there. It's actually lighting up. And now I'm on this side of the table. That gives you an idea of what I'm looking for when I'm looking at these little things. You often see marks on the table. So now I'm going to play the shot. And I'll just explain it again for you guys listening. So I've shown you the angle, I've shown you the chalk mark, now I'm going to play the shot behind it. It's a very easy shot this, but it's about looking for marks on the table. So when you're playing a positional shot, you don't make a mess of it, but it gives you that little guide. So this is my chalk mark. So I know any side of this line, I'm going to have the correct angle. Doesn't matter what angle I've got, as long as you've got an angle. So we're just playing this plain ball just to come off the rail, and you're always going to give yourself a nice angle for your next shot. And as you can see, after that little shot on the 3, this is the angle I've got. So we're just going to stun this into the side and play over to the right side of the table. Up for the 5 ball, perfecto. Before you guys start slating me in the comments, I did get on the 5 ball. That there is a very useful tip. Look for the chalk marks. You often see a little bit of felt, sometimes a little bit of a rip if you play in a rough hole, in a rough club. Look for them little marks on the table. There's always chalk marks all over, and make sure you're landing on the right side of your lines. Let's get into the next tip. Tip number 2. This is a classic mistake in the amateur pool world. Seen this done a load of times. Here we have a situation. We've got a long shot on the 3 ball. We're dead straight. Our next ball is the pink 4. So you don't need to draw the cue ball back to get close to your work. Drawing this shot back is going to maximise missing the 3 ball because you've got to hit it with more pace. So just play a little kill shot, a little stop shot. Get this 3 ball going slower in the pocket. If you don't quite hit it as clean as you would have liked, it's still going to fall in and you're always going to have a shot on the 4. Might be a little bit longer than you would like, but it's a shot. there you could see it. That is what not to do. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm sure I could have drawn it back a little bit and still managed it, but this is to help you guys improve, and it is shot selection. I like playing this shot. Don't get too giddy, don't get too excited. When the back arm's shaking, you're under pressure, you want to keep it as simple as you can. So just play a little stop shot. Kill the cue ball and give the pocket a chance to swallow the ball. Always going to have a shot on the 4 ball, and that's fine. Leaving yourself long, just like that, is going to get you further in the rack. Don't try and draw the cue ball back or do too much with the cue ball. If you feel like you've got a long shot on your next shot, don't get too close to your work. It's very, very simple, very effective. Try it out. Tip number 3. Don't try and be too precise with your positioning. Play into an area. I know this comes down to shot selection and spotting it, but just try and think, don't be too precise. Don't try and get the cue ball exactly where you want it. You're not going to land it on a dime. Look for the big area. Give yourself a shot. Let me show you. So I've set this situation up. We're on the 7 ball. 3 balls left. All very, very easy to pot the balls. However, what shot do we play on the 7? See it a lot. Try and pot the 7 and do this. This is a no-no. Potting the 7 and coming too close. Oh, wow. Take 2, let's focus. Potting the 7, need to bear down on the shot. Not giving the shot enough respect, that's the problem. And then coming a bit too close to the 8, which might look all well and good, but now you've got to play a little draw shot, and sometimes you can land on that little 50-yard weird angle. So I like playing this shot. I'm going to play into the big circle in the middle of the table. Different days, different matches, your back arm's always going to feel a little bit different. Sometimes you're going to over hit the shot, under hit the shot. The main thing is we find the right path, the right line. We've not come into our line on the 8 like we did previously. So we're just going to play for this big circle, and we're always going to have a shot on the 8, and we're always going to have a nice angle. And there you see, that is right in the circle. We've got a nice angle, and then we can worry about our next shot. I'm hoping you're getting the gist of what I look for when I'm playing pool and playing the positional shots. Looking for the little marks, looking for the big areas. Also, you can use the diamonds on the rails. I'm going to show you this last situation and piece it all together. Let's get into it. This is the table layout. We're on the blue 2. The next ball is the red 3. There you go, the red 3. You can't do that in a match, of course. And we want to be playing 3 rails. 1, 2, 3 into this big area here. That will guarantee us a shot on the 3. But as I walk round, I've noticed when it comes off the first rail and the second rail, I'm liking the look of this diamond here. So this is what I'm looking at when I'm stood over there. So I'll come back to the table over here, and I know it's the middle diamond. I love this area. So that is in my thought process. Of course, you've still got to execute the shot and get the speed, but these tips, they're very handy. So let's have a little go. And there you can see the cue ball is coming over towards this middle diamond into this area where the circle is, and you're always going to have a shot on your next ball. So guys, there are a few little tips of what I do when I'm playing positioning on a pool table. Look for your chalk marks, your rips if you're in a rough club, diamonds, the corner pockets, just little things where you can glance at to go back to think, that's where I want the cue ball. Don't be scared of leaving yourself long. See it all the time. Amateurs making mistakes, trying to get the cue ball closer. You will improve with these little tricks. If you like this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and let me know your thoughts in the comments. And of course, if you want to email me any questions, I'll see you soon. Dance. Should we pick this one?
Yeah.